Party.
Hello? Hello? Can y'all hear us good? Is the tech
Hello.
good? Oh
Hello.
my
Hi,
goodness.
Barbies.
Hello.
It's Bao Ken.
Hi,
He's trying to
Kens.
speak into the mic.
Bao, are you ready? Are you ready to party?
He said hands.
Well,
Uh-oh.
hmm? What's
It's
uh-oh?
showing the into the Barbie verse layout.
Oh, of course. 1 second. I turned that bitch on, didn't I? Look at that. Look at that.
I
It's
was like, wait a
fixed.
minute. There we go.
There we
The ultimate
go.
Ken Heist.
I knew
There we
I turned something
go.
Yeah.
on. I knew it's not a me stream if I don't fuck up at least like 8 times before we actually do things. Hello everybody, and welcome to the second day of our super special 2-day Barbieverse event. I am your host and GM Aki, or Akino if you're feeling fancy, and today we're playing a special Honey Heist one shot I like to call the Ultimate Ken Heist. This is the third of four amazing one shots lined up back to back to back to back. Yeah, okay, good. Four backs. And after the Ken heist, we have our scariest of friends, Josephine's Bluebeard's Bride one shot Nightmare House, which will be at 6 p.m. EST later today on this channel. Now, with all of that, why don't we introduce the other Kens here, all right? So, you can all start with your names, your pronouns, and then who you're playing and their pronouns if you'd like. Does any Ken wanna go first?
I could go first. Hey, my name is Glyza. I go by they them. I will be playing Kenneth Sean Carson, who is also known as the Rero Ken. Basically, according to my plan here, or what I remember talking in session 0, I was part of the Rogue Kens and have re-rogued back to the original Kens. That's why it's called Rero Ken. Hi. They go by they them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Which Ken wants to go
That's
first?
what I was thinking of. Double Agent Ken. I couldn't come up with a proper word. And I was just like, you know what? Rewrote Ken
Change it
seems
all.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm ready. Hi, everyone. My name is C. I use they, them pronouns. And tonight, I have the absolute pleasure, this afternoon, I'm playing Cowboy Ken. And I'm about to be a real bastard about it, so I hope you're ready. I'll pass it over to Chris.
Hello, everybody. I am Chris Tong, and tonight or today, it's the daytime. We usually stream at night. It just tripped me out. I am playing Mayor Ken.
God.
And not only am I Mayor Ken, I am running for re-election. And if elected, I promise prom run-ins for every household, pink roads and highways painted, free healthcare and cupcakes for all Barbies and Kens, and to tax the rich and abolish police.
Oh damn. So you had me at Pomeranians, but like, never
I
mind.
know.
The last two ones are pretty
Gotta
good.
start strong.
Well, that works great because hey, I'm Dusty. I use they he pronouns, and I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing Bunken, who also uses they he pronouns. I'm a graffiti artist during the day, and I also make sure I do all the art for my Barbie, who's the drummer for Pink Anarchy. So, yeah.
I don't need to introduce myself. You're on my channel. If you don't know who I am, that's a you problem. Um, um, yes. Before we get into the actual game, we want to take a moment to acknowledge the WGA and SAG-AFTRA striking for better rates for the work that they do, for the entertainment we consume and love today. In May, the WGA and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers failed to reach an agreement about stagnating wages, staffing, the potential rise of AI writing, and more. in July, SAG-AFTRA, and the AMPTP likewise failed to reach an agreement about the renegotiated contracts that better suit the streaming model and protections against actors' digital likenesses being used without consent or compensation. As influencers, it is our responsibility to not take jobs promoting the works of any of the AMPTP streaming companies. No consumer boycotts have been made as of yet, but keep an eye out. And obviously, we support our strikers. Keep striking. I hope this shit gets settled in the form of y'all getting paid. Paid and protected. The double P's. Huh, DP.
DP. Sorry.
Yo.
Paid and protected. This is the kind of stream we're doing. No, it's not. I don't want Twitch
I was gonna
guidelines.
say, where are we going?
I don't want Twitch guidelines to get us. Not yet. Lastly, donations. If you want to help support our cast and crew, feel free to drop a Ko-fi or two. We have already reached our goal, and I am very, very, very happy to announce that everybody is getting paid. We are, however, still accepting any more donations, which will either be split equally It'll either be split equally or go towards compensating crew for extra work, or we're going to collect it in a mutual aid fund for someone within the community. This is all highly dependent if we even get anything after reaching our goal, but regardless, thank you so much for supporting us. Now that all of that is done, and my cough drop has taken a turn for the sour in my mouth, we're just going to start. We open in Barbie's dream house, the dream house, all pink and perfect, and probably has 3 or 4 floors. It's a little bit weird because depending on the model of the dream house, you have 2, but they imply of 3, or 3 with the imply of 4, and I have seen a really big 4 one. I don't know who would have the time to build the 4-story house, but it's probably a Ken based on the TV series, because he built that pool. He built everything. Yeah, no, Ken would make it. And so you are in the dream house. You know 2 things. One, it's a mess. And not that Barbie keeps her house in a mess. It looks like someone has been through it, or someone's even. The whole house is a mess, actually. 2, Manager Ken has taken inventory and has confirmed that many things have been stolen. Things that, of course, Barbie is not really materialistic as a person, of course not. But the 2 most important things are the pink car that she drives and the crystal heart necklace from Diamond Castle. The crystal heart necklace being the peak pinnacle of friendship. Very important to Barbie, as it is as there's only 2 in the world, and it is for her and her best friend. Everything else, Barbie does not necessarily care for, and you would know that it's things she can do without. She can always get more clothes. She can always make more clothes in some interest. But the crystal heart necklace and that pink car, those are a little priceless. And so you 3, excluding Reroad Ken for now, you 3 have gathered in the first lounge of the first floor to talk amongst yourselves. So why don't you 3 introduce yourselves first and talk about how you look like as well, and what you would be doing amidst this mess. The lounge is clearly a very fun place to quite literally lounge and chill, have a brunch or 2, but it's a little unrecognizable right now. You have to turn over furniture just to make sure it can still stand the way it should manufacturing wise. Or if you gotta sell it, send it back. It's a little bit rough right now.
I can go first. You see in a cotton candy pink suit, much like the one I'm wearing right now, pink hair. You see Mayor Ken as he looks straight into the camera, and you see hashtag Yes We Can appear right below him. I would say he is probably trying to speak to the other Kens and the people around him and call shots and make sure that he doesn't have to do anything himself and other people do things for him.
What if I
Thank you.
unmuted myself accurately? Let's try that.
What a Ken thing to do.
What a Ken thing to do. I think right behind Mayor Ken coming in from outside is this kind of dust cloud that blows into the mansion for just a moment before stepping out of it with bright hot pink cowboy boots is of course Cowboy Ken with the fringe pants, of course, all pink leather, all, ready to go. Little denim vest with nothing underneath. They have a nice compression pad against their chest from their recent top surgery. And this Cowboy Ken removes their cowboy hat, presses it to their chest, and says, "Well, now, I never did see anything quite like this in my entire life. How could this have happened to our Barbie dream house?" And makes way
Yeah.
for the next Ken to come in.
And I think from actually the other side of the building, they start coming from like where the pool is in the foyer. You see Punk Ken, who is wearing pink shirt with a denim vest over it, bright pink jorts, like again bright pink like Converse. Their hair is just in a mess. They have a piece of like a broken furniture that they kind of like taken up like the back of, like it was a broken chair, and they're holding it up to Mayor Ken, and you see graffitied on it and sparkly pink paint. It says Yes We Can. It's like, "Hey Mayor, I got your new slogan. Though I think we should use less broken chairs and more signs, because
Well, that looks great, Ken. Keep up the good work.
Always, senor.
Also, Cowboy Ken, nice to see that you are always on time, as usual.
Gotta be on time. Ken, I like your vest.
Hey Ken, I like your vest.
I like your vest, Ken.
God, should I get a vest now?
We
could
could
get you
always
a vest.
crop your blazer.
Oh, yeah, it's
No.
a style right now.
I mean, not this one. This one's custom, of course.
We can make it more custom.
Hmm.
Have you
We'll think on
considered
that.
adding some fringe
let's
to it?
circle back to that.
As you three gather, Re-Rogue Ken, you may describe how you entered the scene any which way you'd like, as you have some vital information for these Kens.
Rero Ken drops down from the sky window. I mean, what is it? Like, whatever. That little skylight, like Mission Impossible style, just like instead of black though, instead of like whatever, it's bright pink, and and there's like suddenly sounds, music coming out, like Mission Impossible music coming out of nowhere, and it's just it's like, I know I'm not welcome here today, but I have news. I know who did this.
Oh boy, howdy.
Do we as a group
Hey,
know
Ken.
that you have
Hey,
like
Ken.
re-rogued back to us?
Not yet. This
Oh.
is like the first time you've seen
Security?
me after I've rogued. I have news. I know this isn't I know I'm not the person that you want to see right now, but I have news. I've re-rogued.
Rerogue.
I've
Rerogue.
rogued before, but now I've re-rogued again.
Explain, but slower and in
That could
easier
happen.
words.
I am a spy. Well, I was a spy for them, but now I'm a spy for you guys. I've re-rogued. And I have news. I know who did this.
This is just like the time my favorite pony kicked me square in the chest. Never felt more betrayed in my whole life. But you know what? I got right back in that saddle and I kept on riding. So tell us what you know, Re-Rogue Ken. I like your
Yes.
vest, by the way.
Thank you. It's very nice.
That's a really nice vest.
I turn to Pumpkin
I
and I
like your.
whisper. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I like all your vest and your blazer is really nice.
Yeah, well, now I wish I wore a vest today. I didn't get the memo. Anyways. Yeah, I'll kind of turn to Pumpkin and whisper, a spy for a spy. Can we trust them?
You know, truly, you can't trust anyone.
Wise words, Pumpkin.
Except for me, you can trust
Stay
me.
by my side.
Anyway, I know who took it. It's the other Kens that I that I rogued with originally.
You know, it's
And
you have names as well. You have.
oh, okay.
Excuse me. You have Rogue Ken, who was formerly known as Vacation Ken. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But now,
Knew
right
it.
now, their name is Rogue Ken. Okay. They were the leader of this sting operation. There is also Bro Ken. He's just sad. Karate Ken and Rat Ken.
Okay. So, I know who did it. It's what was the Rogue Ken's name? Vacation Ken. It's Ken, formerly known as Vacation Ken, now calling himself Rogue Ken. And then it is Bro Ken, Rat Ken, and another Ken.
Karate Ken.
Karate Ken. And I was Spy Ken. And now I'm Re-Rogue Ken. Because I rogued from them. And now I'm here with you guys.
Okay.
Your
Only
journey of
because-
transformation is inspiring.
Thank you. Only because they have stolen something very important to Barbie. And it is the heart thing. And that is a very important thing for Barbie. And I understand that. And when I saw them take it, I knew I had to take it back, but I couldn't do it alone. And therefore, that's why I'm back. And I need you guys to help me help Barbie get that back.
Vacation
Rat Ken is always
eh?
eating my favorite horse's grain. I'd
Yeah,
like
Rat
to
Ken
take
is
some
a
retribution.
rodent.
I had a bad feeling about that vacation, Ken. You know what they say? You either die working class, or you live long enough to, or you vacation long enough to see yourself become the villain.
You die working class. Oh my god.
You know,
That's what they
Broken
say, right?
used to be in Barbie's band too. Nothing but like espionage songs, which is really weird for a punk band. I never connected the dots.
Yeah, but Broken is just sad.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
He tried to talk to about this, but not really good at expressing their feelings.
Yeah. I kind of understand that. But it's okay.
Yeah.
We need to save the Crystal Heart thing. Because that's the important one. And the car. But mostly the Crystal Heart thing, I think. I was paying attention. What?
Yeah. The crystal car.
Right. Crystal car thing.
Crystal
Yeah.
car. And the Heartmobile.
Yes.
Mhm,
Exactly.
mhm, mhm.
The Heartmobile and the Crystal Heart thing. Car?
And we know that a car is missing and a crystal heart pendant is missing. Somebody tell me where we begin, because I don't know what to do in this situation.
Well, having come from just there, from where it was originally, I'm thinking we should go to where Vacation Ken hangs out, because that's. I don't think he's very smart to have changed it. I think he just sort of covered it with like black paint and was like, "This is our spy house now."
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
I think that's where we should start. The
You know-
spy house.
Yes, the
Vacation.
spy house is actually a beautiful cottage out in where where Barbies and Kens go to vacation. There is a singular beautiful cottage that has now been taken over. And that is all the AKA the spy house. It is, I will say, in a slightly more remote area of the setting that you are in. Honestly, like this is built real weird, because somehow we have all four of you working Kens, all in that can exist the exact same time in the exact same place. It's a little bit out in the countryside, I would say, but I would say the country forest kind of vibe, not the country grain. So for Cowboy Ken, you would know exactly where that was. It's literally just like the opposite. And let me see. Reroad Ken, you'd know exactly where that is. Cowboy Ken, you would also know exactly where that is. I'm not sure if Punk or Mayor Ken would know where that is, but thankfully y'all don't have to think about it. You just gotta follow.
There are traps, though.
There are traps, yes.
There are traps for Kens specifically.
All days to be a Ken.
But how would they know? Oh, they're also Ken.
Yes,
They know exactly what our weaknesses are.
because they are also us.
They think like us.
That's why I would be that's why I rewrote, because they're
An unfair
I know
advantage.
them as much as I know you. And now I know them more, so I can help you more. Re-rogue. That's me.
I think Cowboy Ken turns a little bit and puts their cowboy hat back on their head. And just behind them, like the sun just starts setting, and it gets really dusty and another tumbleweed blows through. I think it's time to ride. Everyone to the pony.
Weird that it's only 3 p.m. All right, let's go.
I roller skate on my bright green roller skates, following the other kids to the
I
Parked
pony.
outside.
Two of my security guards pick me up and bring me.
That your security guards there is quite literally it is the security Ken. There's several other security Kens, but they're like other types of security. And your other Ken, I would call him Laborer Ken. This is a Ken. This is a Ken whose whole purpose is to have many jobs. And Laborer Ken, for a fact, is gonna stay behind and help fix up the dream house, because if anyone can do it, Laborer Ken can.
Of course.
Laborer Ken.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we say, Labor Ken? Yes, we can. Take care of things here. We'll be back.
And Security Ken can't come because there's not enough room. There's just not enough room. But
Sorry, security Ken.
Excuse me.
Outside the Barbie dream house is parked, of course, the stallion, one could say. Cowboy Ken's prized pony. Maybe, kind of small a little bit, kind of little stubby pink plastic legs, perpetually in a like prancing motion, right? This plastic pink hair flowing in the breeze, and by flowing in the breeze, I mean it is quite stiff in the breeze. It is always in that like form that is plastic. And Cowboy Ken comes up and pets its forelock, which is again glued down by plastic. Everyone on. Giddy up. Yeehaw.
What a beautiful creature.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, Mayor Ken, Cowboy Ken is Mayor Ken's personal chauffeur, so I'm familiar with this majestic beast. So I hop right on.
You are all homoerotically close. But there is enough space for all of you.
There's enough space
Someone want to
for
go on my shoulders?
the Holy Spirit.
The Holy Spirit?
And that's what Ken calls, you know, I don't know. I'm tired.
Angel Barbie.
I will say Pumpkin also before they left has a bandolier on, but all like it's just filled with like spray cans of paint. So like I think they're in the back, and every time the horse is going, you just hear the sound of like 10 cans shaking.
As
Yeah.
one does, as one does. You all get upon the horse. Does the horse have a name? I forgot.
Oh,
I was just gonna ask that.
that is such a good horse, Ken.
You all get on horse. Ken.
Of course.
And then the Kens,
Of course.
the Kens ride out. You go in a direction, the correct direction, of course, but it is a direction. As the sun is stuck in a perpetual set for dramatic lighting. And even though there is no ambience music for this stream, pretend there is, as it's in the background, playing for your journey. Along the way, however, it is you can clearly see that there is talk amongst all the other Kens that you pass by about these rogue Kens, because as you have said before, all Kens think alike. Canonically, all Kens share the same 3 brain cells, as you need one for obviously your thoughts. Loving Barbie is the second one, and then the third one that each individual Ken has, that is your own singular brain cell, in which makes you uniquely you, but still a part of the Kens, a part of the community, of course.
The connive.
The Ken. I can't hive. And I said word gets around. You know what they're talking, and because they're talking, you kind of know that they know what you are all about to do. These Kens get the fuck out of your way. They don't cheer you on or anything because they still think they need to be discreet. But you can tell, like, based on the glances that they are giving you, strong nods of approval. They are making sure that nothing stands in your way. And then a Ken stands in your way, blocking the road
Oh no!
from safely crossing. Because you
Oh,
can't
no.
enter. Because you can't enter the other lane. The other lane is going in another direction, and that's just bad
course.
traffic safety. But here comes a Ken, a pedestrian, perhaps.
A
standing in your
pedestrian
way,
Ken.
with their arms raised like this, like a Jesus position, but not really.
Oh no!
It's more so
Oh,
to
T-posing for dominance.
T-posing for dominance. This Ken does to stand in your way. Do you stop?
We do an Akira slide on the.
Yeah.
All
And,
4 of us.
I
Yeah.
jump off of the horse with my wheelies and just sort of like there's no ice
Doing
there,
a
but
second
suddenly
Akira slide.
but there's still like an like a sand thingy just flies over
Of
to his
course.
face.
I stand on top of the horse, like I stand just on the horse, and I pull out a megaphone, and I'm just like,
Citizen Ken, are you friend Ken or foe Ken?
and I point at this Ken.
Punk Ken, what would you like to do?
They were too busy like trying to decide what color to paint their vest later, and so they kind of just like fell off. But when they're falling off, they're creating a smoke screen of paint
Okay.
behind them.
I would say that you are all playing up into your Kens, so please roll fantastic. If
We
you
start
need...
at 3, right?
Yes, everything starts at 3, I believe. And if you need what do you call it? If you need the glossary again, just you can check our resources channel and like put it there.
What do we roll again for Honey Heist?
Like 2d6s.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I
And
think
it's
it's
just plus
just
3, right?
Hmm?
It's a plus 3, right? Because of the and
You want to roll under or above? I forget.
I believe under.
Pretty
equal
sure
or
it's-
under.
Yeah, equal or
Yeah.
under. I'm fairly sure.
So if your stat is 3, if you get 3 or under on the d6.
Yeah, so it's just 1 dice.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
For
So like the
our...
more you Yeah, so the more you get in that.
Yeah. For our viewer Kens, on the stream, I included y'all in the stream. I hope you enjoy that. Our viewer Kens, fantastic. We have changed the names of the stats just to make it work a little bit to our barbified flavor. So fantastic counts as bear, and plastic counts as criminal. And if the other terms come in, then I'll explain that. But for now, we're rolling fantastic.
I rolled a 4,
Mm-hmm.
so I rolled over.
That means you go, I think, one more. You add one more to your fantastic.
Okie dokie.
I I rolled a 5.
Oof.
Got a 2.
2.
I also got it too.
Mm-hmm. So you two, your stats stay the same, or yeah. The other two, add 1. I will say, for our 2-2s, you are both able to do what you want exactly how you want it. For our little 2 fantastic Kens, there is an extra Ken flourish. You may add one more thing you want to do, and you'll be able to do it. But it's at the... Let's just say you're being extra. You're being a little extra.
Okay. So when I do that, that flourish where I like try to put sand in his face or whatever, instead of sand, glitter comes out of my roller wheels. Rollerblades, that's what it is. That's the word. And glitter just shoots in this pedestrian Ken's eyes. And it's like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted to do, to blind you with glitter. Of course.
I think for Cowboy Ken, the Akira slide goes a little rogue, one could say, insofar as the slide turns into a donut, right? And like they just kind of start doing donuts on the pink horse. They're like, "Whoa, girl, whoa!" As the pink horse starts bucking, and by that I mean its legs don't move because it's just completely plastic. It just slides across the ground, but it starts bucking a little bit, and Cowboy Ken has to make a big show of pulling it all together.
Wow, sick donut, Cowboy Ken. You're so cool.
The Ken, you all do that. The Ken that stands in your way kind of just backs up a little bit because now it's horse Ken is doing donuts. That is still a whole horse, and this Ken has at least one brain cell for self-preservation. At least one. So he takes a few steps back, but continues to T-pose for dominance before answering Mayor Ken. And he says, "I know exactly what you're doing, and I won't let you pass. You can't pass. I am," and then he bends his arms a little bit more, "Karate Ken. And I've come to stop you. By any," he pulls out a fucking wooden board and then breaks it midair. "By any means necessary."
Hey, Karate Ken. Why don't you not?
Yeah, Karate Ken. Why don't you just relax?
Yeah, you could join us.
Is this really what's in your heart?
Too.
Yeah, I re-rogued. Why don't you re-rogue with me?
Yeah, you don't want to be part of the system.
You're a part of
The only system we're part of. Yeah, of Barbie. Barbie is like the good system. You're the bad system. You don't say ACAB.
Mayor Ken is running on a fully abolitionist platform, Karate Ken.
Actually, I subscribe to ACAB with a K, and it's all Kens are beautiful.
Oh. I thought ACAB stood for all Kens are bastards.
Well, maybe where you're from, Karate Ken. No.
What do you mean where I'm from? I'm from here.
Reroute Ken would then turn to Punk Ken and was like, "Is that really what it meant? All I thought was like all Kens are Barbies too." With ACAB, is that what is
Perhaps we need to
ACAB really
workshop this a
You're
little bit.
you're thinking of the song from Punk Barbie.
Bro Ken.
It's
Okay.
like yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So are we for ACAB or against ACAB?
we're for ACAP.
Before it.
The
For
yes.
it.
That all Kens are beautiful?
And
Yes.
All Kens
all
are
cops
Barbie?
bastards. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There's the
Oh, and all
ACAB with a
cops.
K and ACAB with
It's
a
a
C.
little-
ACAB's across the board, yeah.
Right. And this is
Yeah.
all happening while Karate Ken
Yeah, no,
is
of
just
course.
like,
Yeah.
it's like, and then we're
Karate
discussing
Ken
this.
is also, by the way, still in their stance. If you need like a really fun visual reference, like fucking like think of any like Street Fighter game where it's like just an aggressive stance where they're over moving to show that they're ready to fight, but like that is their idol. And while this is going on, Ken's like, it's a little confusing when you use acronyms like that, and C and K sound exactly the same, and I can't spell.
It's okay.
That's
I can
okay.
teach you.
Can I walk up slowly towards Karate Ken? And if you want me to roll for this, I can. But I kind of like fancy up my ties, dust off a bit of my jacket, and I'm just like, listen, Karate Ken, I'm running for re-election, and look at me. We know I'm gonna get elected. So you want to be on my good side? Just stand down, champ, and let us through, and we'll be good.
Are you using your skill as well?
I would like to use my skill charm / be hot.
All right, you may do so.
Okay.
As
That's
you
rolling with 2, right?
Yeah.
Unfantastic. Down, champ. That's a 2. Another 2.
Nice. You do this successfully. So you see Ken, Karate Ken cannot look relaxed. That's just them. They're intense all the time. They are never idle, even when they're idle. They're just really about this lifestyle. And Karate Ken looks down at you because Karate Ken's fucking huge. I never really got a chance to describe it. He's huge. He is in like a full gi uniform, but it's pink, and like the sleeves are like ripped by not like ripped as in like he ripped them off or they were cut. They're ripped by the pure bulging biceps alone, just like off. You're pretty sure he could do the same with his pants and turn them into shorts, but he doesn't out of principle and discipline because he's Karate Ken. And at the back, it probably says like it has like a big B on it, like for like a logo. And he looks down at you and he goes, "You make very compelling points. I did vote for you last time, and I was gonna vote for you again."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, 'cause I like your slogan. Also, like taxing the rich sounds really, really great. But what do you have for community funds? Because I run the community dojo, and we could, use some help.
Well, listen here, Karate Ken. We can have a conversation about that later, but for now, we just need you to get out of our way. And listen, I'll never ask you to lay down your arms, literally, as I point to his biceps. However, if you would like, and I kind of extend a hand as a handshake, how would you fight for us?
You make. Actually, no. I would need either a fantastic roll, but you also have charm, so like you could use your skill as well. I can see both working here.
Karateing is who you are. Another 2. Oh my gosh.
Ooh. If you were gonna get a bunch of 2s, this is the perfect game to roll low. He gives you a strong look, and that's mostly because his face is chiseled to look that way. And then he'll extend his hand and shake yours. It is very like you can tell he's holding back. He's holding back this sheer force of power, but it's still a strong handshake. If this was a cartoon, his whole fucking fist would be your forearm, like that. Like it's like that kind of vibe. And he goes, "All right, you make very compelling points. I will fight for you."
Got a firm grip, son.
Where you'd want to go next, though, it's not this way. Actually, it is this way, but you turn left at the intersection.
Which way's left?
Oh, shit. Now you all need to roll plastic to figure out which way is left.
Oh.
I like how everybody went immediately.
Oh, I got a
Added
1.
two.
Wow,
Tight.
5. Listen, Ken has people tell him what's left.
I had 2.
Alrighty, Ken, you know what left is? We should call you Wise Ken.
This is why I re-rogue, see? Because you have to know, you have to have like a proper sense of direction. So I knew this was good first, and then I realized it wasn't. So I went this way, and then I went this way again.
How profound.
If you
Because I
turn left
understood
enough times,
direction.
eventually
Anyway, this
you
is
make a
left.
circle, right?
Donut.
Yes. Donut.
Another donut.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is left.
Yeah, this is left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're still Kens, but at least you are Kens that know directions. So you know where left is.
I'd sworn it was the other way.
Now you see, Karate Ken is huge, and the way that Horse Ken is built right now, could never fit.
Ken Supreme, I have a question.
Yes,
How big is Ken? Is he bigger than the horse, or is just?
absolutely
Buff.
bigger than the horse.
I see.
He is
Ken-
also
Can
buff.
we ride Karate Ken?
Karate Ken? I'm gonna roll
Yes,
for it.
nice thing.
Because in theory, yes, but also I want to see if Karate Ken can if Karate Ken
Can.
can do it, you know? He can.
Hashtag, yes, we can.
He can. You most certainly can use Karate Ken as a mount. But this would be his main function, helping you get from place to place rather than like if you need extra hands to kick ass, he will not kick ass. Just for the purposes of this
Of
mission.
course. I would like to mount Karate Ken if it's okay with everybody.
As long as it's okay with Karate Ken.
We can probably all fit on him, right? Including the horse. Is that huge?
Yeah.
In theory, yes, but if you were to gain more Kens, then you would
Yeah.
have to start rationing out mounts.
Infinity
Yeah.
gauntlet of Kens.
Literally. And who wants to mount the Ken? Or
I
do
have
you-
collected Ken as a mount now.
There is, yes. Who wants to join the Ken mount? Not horse Ken.
Karate Ken mount.
The karate
I mean,
mount.
Oh yeah.
I'll hop on.
Okay.
Mind if I hop aboard, Karate Ken? Listen, you're not the first Ken I've rode, so.
That's pretty gay,
Ah.
sir. And then he just yeah, you
I
guys
salute.
you're riding on his shoulder, like one Ken each. If any other Kens want to join, you can. If not, horse Ken is still there.
Cowboy Ken and Horse Ken are also riding on Karate Ken.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
Do you all want to hop aboard Karate Ken?
Yeah, well, basically like a tower now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
You can't
skyscraper
keep
Ken
us for
now.
dominance over
we're
this.
skyscraper Ken together.
Karate
And
Ken.
Basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Kens in a trench coat.
Karate
And a
Ken.
plastic
Jump that
horse.
high?
And plastic horse.
That's why I did it with my fingers because I can't.
Smart.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
So you're all strapped, or you strap yourselves in to Karate Ken. you guys look like a perpetual walking meatball. As you continue down the intersection known as Kintersection, like Ken intersection, Kintersection. And you make your left because you know where left is. And you continue.
We do.
It starts. You're still in the city, I would say. Like so you still see like buildings, occasional houses. You're going from city to the more like shit. Is it no suburban? Yeah, suburban. There you go. So I'm having a Ken moment. I'm sorry. You guys continue. You're going from city to suburban kind of vibes, so you can see more and more like houses, more like saying domesticated Ken sounds really bad, but they're just like you know, like there's house husband Ken, there's gardener Ken, there's like small business Ken. There's several small business Kens, I should say. Like they have their own businesses, you know. And then you know you even see like Pink City Ken, who mentions you know there's a giveaway going on. If you type Pink City in the chat, you can get a beanie. And then Pink City Ken goes back to being a hardworking Ken and planning tons of after parties.
And you know, there are city Kens that live in the suburbs. They just have to commute.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
In
so
fact,
So there's commuting Ken.
yeah,
commuting
yeah.
Kens.
Commuting Ken. You'd walk right into him and you know he'd like look at the way y'all are commuting and be like, that's very interesting, Kens. But like you know besides that, like you
Thank
know,
you, Ken.
yeah, like he's very polite, and then goes back to what they're doing, and then you come across a wall, like a literal wall, as if it quite literally as if it spawned out of nowhere. It kind of just goes across a property line even, but like if there were like two fences, right, and that are like across the street neighbors, the wall goes from fence to fence like that. So in theory you could like go all the way and like look past and even jump a fence to get past this wall, but that would mean crossing another Ken's like property, or another Barbie's property, and you'd need permission to do something like that.
How tall is the wall?
Very tall, taller than Karate Ken.
Taller than Karate Ken, but we can still see over it because we're piled on top of Karate Ken.
No, you cannot actually.
Oh,
it's
a very, very tall
It's
wall.
a big wall. It's quite impressive, and I would also say it's not really scalable either. It's not like a rock wall or It's like a brick wall. It's like pretty like shaved down in that way. So it's an impressive wall. And Karate Ken will let you all down so that way you can do your thing. But he'll take a good look at it and be like, damn, I know exactly who did this.
Who?
Bro
Who would put up
Ken.
such a
Who?
Bro Ken.
Broken?
Yeah,
Broken.
Building up
Yeah.
walls around himself.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bro.
A
Their
wall.
heart. There's a wall around him and a wall around his heart.
Doesn't
We
that
should
have-
sing a song to break into his heart. Isn't that what we should do?
Listen, I've had experiences with walls and they didn't work out, so I think we might as well turn back, folks.
As you're debating and talking amongst yourselves, coming out around, I should say, the wall, over the fence, quite literally just like walking over the fence, because Broken's pretty tall. You see Broken.
Taller than Ken? Than Karate Ken?
No, Karate Ken is huge. This
Oh,
Broken is, I want to say, like
with and
like a 6
like-
foot twunk, you know, like just an average looking guy who wears a little bit more black than like, you know, usual, especially in this super colorful place. And he's got like clear like eyeliner going on, but this it's like streaking down the face, like as if he like wiped it or cried or something. And his hair, he's got that half shave head going on type of thing. like one or two piercing. He looks like he could be a punk Ken, but he's going through some things, like that kind of vibe. And would y'all like to attempt to know some Ken lore? Like, because
I
you're all
love lore.
Kens, you're all like neighbors and stuff, right? So y'all can definitely roll fantastic again. Because it would not be out of the norm for Kens to know Kens.
Oh, I got it too.
I also somehow got another 2.
I also got a 2.
I got a 4.
Oh, well, you got to add a pip, I believe. My Kens. Y'all, as a basis, would know that Broken used to be Bro Ken. A huge bro. Like the kind of bro that is your best friend, except he was everyone's best friend. He was the best. And his Barbie was like gal pal Barbie. Like their type was to be everyone's friend and the friend that you need. Like that kind of vibe. The true power of friendship. In fact, some would say that bro Ken was the embodiment of the crystal heart pendant that you were looking for.
Oh no.
Just that pure power of friendship embodied him. You do not know what turned Bro Ken into Broken, but there has been like a shift, a balance, and you kind of feel it all with your one shared brain cell. You feel like this Ken needs some help, and maybe needs to talk about it. Punk Ken, because he went above and beyond. You were perhaps also personally friends with Bro Ken, like you said, perhaps in your band as well, and you. In particular, would remember you would remember like there was sometimes he was a little off, like he stopped showing up to practice, and he was being a real dick about it, like if he wouldn't you would text and he'd never answer, and then when he would talk to you he'd just blow up in your face. So you have a bit of a more bitter relationship with Broken than the rest of the Kens do, just based on your role. And he comes up from the side, looks at y'all, and goes, "You'll never get past this wall. I let the neighbor Kens know not to let you in." Then he looks at Karate Ken and goes, "And I'm disappointed in you the most, but it's okay. I'm used to betrayal."
Broken. Like, look, I know you've been through some stuff, but you can't just keep building these walls and also these walls around yourself. We used to be bros. You were my bro, Ken. Now look at you. You listen to the Pink Chemical Romance, the Pink Parade. That's all you listen to. Just, you gotta help us. Help us tear down these walls together.
He looks at you and he thinks for a bit, and then he goes, "Doesn't matter. None of this matters. No, I lie. There is one thing. Keeping you away from that fake pendant with fake sprouts of friendship. Friendship doesn't exist. Love isn't real. We're all just dolls being ready to be scattered apart for scrap." And as you're kind of like left with that, like the perpetual sunset turns into like rain clouds, right? To like emulate the mood a little bit. And I think here is where we'll take our break. We'll take like 5-10-ish minutes, maybe 15 if we need it. And we'll let our Kens think, what to do next. So please join us again, 5-10 minutes. Thank y'all. And I will figure out how to turn on my ads real quick. I hope this works. I don't know if this works. 1 second. I'm having small technical difficulties. All right, now we're going. Bye.
Can't leave the hive mind.
American just starts crying, and he's just like, "How could you say that? How could you say that, bro, Ken? You were one of us. You were one of us. You were the
Mayor,
broest of all Kens, and now you're just broken."
Mayor Ken, no, they're there. And Cowboy Ken comes over and tucks you into their denim and leather shoulder.
We keep losing all the good ones.
I think Pumpkin's gonna like, bro, Ken, look. Yes, we may just be Kens. You say we're nothing, but in the eyes of everything above us, the 1%, we are nothing. And you know what? We become something if we work together. Why can't you see that? Here, let me show you. See, the wall you put up, this wall is now nothing but a canvas. And I think they want to start painting stuff. But secretly, I want to paint a, a tunnel and see if Looney Tunes logic works in Barbieverse. And this would be plastic, right? Or would it be rolling fantastic? Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that's I got a 3. So I think that's still what. Oh, it's under because I'm at 4. Yeah.
Not to bro Ken, but to punk Ken, I'll just kind of it just uh them. I'm just like she said was very, very, very profound and very great. That after this, maybe if you want to talk, you could be vice mayor. We could talk about
During painting and something like the establishment's not for me, friend.
Hmm. Yes, I suppose you wouldn't be punk Ken if he did do that.
I think Cowboy Ken will kind of give Mayor Ken a little pat on the shoulder and wipe away some of the tears gently with a calloused thumb, you know, and stand up. Now listen here, Bro Ken. You may be Bro Ken, but you know what they always say when you fall off. I don't know where my Western accent has gone. I'm sorry. Uh, I'm Ken. It comes in and out. When you fall off the horse, you gotta get back on, back in the saddle. You gotta ride off into the sunset. And you can't do that if you're building walls. I can't even see the sunset anymore because of the clouds. Dust the dust off your boots, Bro Ken. 'Cause you're more than just Bro Ken to me. You're bro. Ken? Yeah. Aki, you're muted with the stream somehow.
I don't know. We could hear you.
Y'all can
Yeah,
hear
we
me
could hear you.
because we're in a Discord call.
Yeah.
But I was there the whole time talking. And I mean, like, that's fine. That's fine. You didn't miss much of me talking besides Broken going, bro. Okay, good.
The
Now it's
captions
good.
were there too.
Yeah. The captions were there. You're correct. The captions were there. So, in theory, you might have known what I was talking about. This is kind of funny. This is kind of very funny. I just want to point that out.
We were
Ken
we
of
were
you.
deep in the Ken hive mind.
Deep in the Ken hive
We
mind.
were, yeah.
So Broken, teary-eyed, goes, bro, that was pretty. That's real pretty, actually.
Yeehaw, brother. Yeehaw.
And he sniffles a bit as Re-Rogue Ken kind of walks up, puts an arm on a Broken's shoulder, and just goes, you know, I was here to help, but I think since y'all have Karate Ken, you'll know the way. I'm gonna take Broken to go get some help. I don't want to leave this as it is, you know?
I want to say the mural, by the way. So the outside of the tunnel is just like it looks like the road going to it. But it painted the tunnel itself, and over the tunnel are just the words directed directly at Broken. You are Knuff. You are Knuff.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry, I had to type that. Hashtag you are enough. And he nods. You don't need to make any rolls for it, okay? Your mural was beautiful and everything. He nods and goes, I am Knuff. Alright. There's at least 2 more guys that are gonna stop you.
Well, they're gonna try to stop us because we pony up here.
I wish you all
Also, Punk Ken, that was profound. Very
Very.
profound.
the fucking inspiring, bro.
I learned it off from Barbie.
Oh, I love Barbie.
I love Barbie too.
I love Barbie so much.
Would you
I
all-
love Barbie so much.
Would you all like to would you all like to spend some time thinking about your profound love for Barbie and
Guys, isn't
therefore
Barbie
so great?
voluntarily move 1 point of plastic into fantastic?
Yeah.
If you'd like to, you can definitely do it as it's Barbie.
Do we have to roll for
Dude,
that?
what is going on?
Nah, but I'll definitely let y'all like I consider okay, this is not a flashback, this is the equivalent of eating honey. But like we called it loving Barbie or applying chapstick just because both worked. So you can do that, and I believe you can you can remove 1 point of plastic away from your thing as well. Though we have not used plastic much, y'all are very into the Ken. So if you there is that. It is you don't have to do it. But if you want to do it, go for it. And if you do it, well, like I'll keep that in mind as we continue. To what do you call it? Play, because y'all have been rolling a lot of fantastic, and that's fine. This just makes it easier for you to succeed without going overboard.
I'll do it. I'll think about Barbie. Mind.
You all think about your respective Barbies, and just how much you miss them, but also like how great they are in general. You know, like
I love
It's-
Barbie.
it's a moment.
Love Barbie so much. President Barbie.
Barbie.
She's like the best Barbie, like the smartest Barbie. She's just so smart.
Even your karate Ken goes. You'd think that I would have karate Barbie by my side, but I don't, because I respect karate Barbie as my teacher. But I am dating judo Barbie. It's a whole new world.
Really happy for you.
Thank you.
Horse girl Barbie and I, we take care of our ponies. We're really happy.
And then Horse Ken goes, nay. And the subtitles appear, and it says, that happens, and the subtitles appear, and they go, you are a great parental unit. In fact, Horse Barbie and I, we think the world of you and Cowgirl Barbie. I can't wait to go back and see you again, and run with my hair in the wind, and my feet, my front legs perpetually up.
I love you, Horse Ken. I can't wait to reunite you with Horse Barbie.
Horse
I
Ken,
watch you run wild and free.
thank you. Horse Ken neighs again, and the subtitles pop up, and they say, likewise, Cowboy Ken. You are truly my nakama.
Wow.
That means friend.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I'm sorry. See now now I'm coughing because I deserve it. Invisible Ken is choking me.
As you all talk about your respective Barbies and your partnerships with them, Mayor Ken, a tear forms in his eye. He looks towards the pink house. So happy for all of you. Truly. Anyways, onwards through the tunnel.
Through the tunnel.
Buttons up his.
You go in. Now with one less Ken, but a whole new friendship. The tunnel is so quick because while this is a pretty like well built like wall, it's just like one. You know, it's not like multiple layers. It's just one. And you're on the other side. You continue onward. I believe you're all still mounted on Karate Ken.
Yes.
Duh.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and you continue. And thankfully,
Kaiju Ken.
Kaiju Ken.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Thankfully, though, you're all able to continue knowing the way as you have Karate Ken to guide you. And Karate Ken did pass a roll, so therefore, you all know directions. Well, let me just double check something real quick. Doop doop doop. Now you reach a point where you realize that the roads are all like cut off, but not cut off obstacle wise, cut off construction wise. It's just there's so much road work ahead. And that construction Ken kind of comes out, and you're like, this is why construction Ken wasn't in the dream house, because construction Ken has to do construction outside. And so construction Ken goes, I'm real sorry, Kens. I tried to hurry this up, but this is gonna take like 2 weeks tops. But Sewer Ken is totally like okay with y'all traveling through, and he points to like the manhole that is open, by the way, and goes, Sewer Ken gave you permission because we know what you're trying to do. We just can't let you go through it now. It's not safe. You guys don't have hard hats.
Osha Ken's not here, huh?
No, sadly not.
Ouch.
He's on the other side. But You do have permission to go through the sewer.
Now, Mayor Ken, isn't this here in your jurisdiction? What's
I
going
believe
on?
so.
The permits here for the construction? Kind of taking a while.
Listen, I've only got so much pull. Things work as fast as they can. But, you know, there's the bureaucracy. There's the paperwork. It's all bullshit.
Maybe
But
you can.
if reelected, I will change all of that.
I'm always soothed by your words. It's like all my worries go right out the window the second you open your mouth.
Listen, you can trust me. Sorry, what are these sewers? Where do they go? What's down there?
Well, it's super easy. We can give you like a map, and he just procures a map and gives it to you, and it says sewer map. And it's really, really simple. Like they highlighted the path that you're supposed to go, and it's literally like an L. You go down, you go straight, you go back up. Like it's very, very simple path. It's just to bypass all the construction. You literally can't get lost, like that kind of vibe. And he's like, this is unfortunately the only way. I don't know what's in the sewer, but I don't know. Smells like a trap.
Mayor Ken's like reading the map and like the document. He's like, "Wait, construction Ken, are you telling me that our pee-pee and poo-poo is down there?"
I'm real sorry, sir, but yeah, our pee-pee and poo-poo are definitely down there.
Huh? So that's where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, can I see that map for a minute?
Yeah. Here's the map.
Cowboy Ken
I
is
can't make
gonna
sense
draw.
of this.
Cowboy Ken is gonna draw a couple. They're just so excited to have a piece of paper. He's
Too many
gonna draw
words.
a couple doodles of really beautiful horses with flowing manes running into the sunset. They definitely mess up the map a little bit because of it. I have to.
That's
tell
my
you.
kind of map.
Yeah, I thought it looks better now.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I'm used to
look,
pictures.
gorgeous.
There's too many words on this map.
These maps by
Oh.
word.
We gotta get over there. So I guess the sewer's the only way. Yeah.
Maybe we'll find the Teenage Mutant Ninja Kens.
Kens. Kenabunga.
Well, I hope not. I dated one back in the day.
Cowabunga, dude.
Oh, that would be awkward.
And Karate Ken goes in first. It takes a bit because he's bigger than the manhole, but it works. It works. You have to cartoonishly jump on him to get him through, and then he gets through. He pops in and then catches all of you because you jumped on him. No problem. GGEs, like literally. And it's got that sewer air, that green mist that appears, and it smells kind of rank, but honestly, not as bad as you would assume a place where all the pee-pee and poo-poo are, as a collective. And just like the map says, it's right. You just go straight, and then you go up again. As you're walking through these sewers, I want y'all to actually roll plastic for me this time around, because you're trying to activate some senses here that don't normally need to activate, like dark vision.
My Ken does not have dark vision. I rolled a 4.
You gotta put Pip up in plastic, I believe.
I got a 1.
1? So your Ken does have dark vision.
I was born in the darkness.
Punk Ken.
Oh, you're muted, Chris.
I am not used to it down here. It's 5 for me.
Yeah, you for Cowboy Ken, and Mayor Ken, it's a little hard to see. The smell's kind of getting to you. Cowboy Ken, you have to like rein in Horse Ken, because Horse Ken getting down in here was not happy about it, and now that they're in here, they're very unhappy about it. Nay, And American, I think, well, one, hard to see, gross to smell, the pee pee and poo poo all over the place. However, you're beginning to realize that it might not be great if all the pee pee and poo poo gets put into one place for this one area. It's a little absurd, actually, that the map is just an L and not like a lot more, because like maybe the smell is so strong because this is like a whole fucking block or two, and all the pee pee and poo poo are in one place. It's a little wild that you're like putting it together, and you're like, no wonder it's so hard to see and it's so rank and it's all green and stuff. It's accumulative, you know, and maybe you're thinking about adding it to your things to fix, you know.
Yeah, I definitely jot down work on this infrastructure.
Sewer infrastructure, now a new part of your plan.
Yeah.
Maybe even to bring to President Barbie's attention, because like in theory this is something she should know as well. It's quite important all around.
Gosh, any excuse to talk to Barbie. I gotta write down a note to do that.
And while you're down here, Punk Ken, you are really the only one who can see down here, and so you can see this figure looming in the side, ready for a surprise attack.
I think Pumpkin sees that, and then they're going to like slowly pull out from their paint can bandolier, like this like neon green glow in the dark paint, because it exists, and just going to like, as we get close, paint some on the wall so it lights up so everyone could see it.
What exactly are you painting? Like, is it like an arrow, or are you painting them?
I'm painting on the wall because it's like glow in the dark, so I wanted to light up the area we're in so the other Kens could see it.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe an arrow, and it's blinking because it's Barbie.
Yeah, of course. It's glow in the dark neon. Of course, it's glowing. And with this light, actually, I think because of the way the area is and the fact that the other Barbies did not pass, you might have to roll. Yeah, just roll graffiti for me, actually, because this is your skill. This is you using it.
I got you.
Yeah. Okay. You light up the way, and now with this new profound, eerie Disney green light, you can all see this figure as it kind of comes out, and it's this semi-anthropomorphic rat, who's all hunched over, and yeah, it's Rat Ken, and he goes, and the subtitles pop up, and he goes, "So we meet again."
I think Cowboy Ken takes a step forward, and like their hand does the little like thing as another tumbleweed comes by, you know?
Yeah. This one's not a
And,
very
like,
fun tumbleweed, I will say.
Tumbleweed.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the little guitar twangs in the back, you know, and
There's a
the
whistle.
it's like somehow sunset again.
Underground.
Cowboy Ken goes, "This sewer ain't big enough for the both of us. Rat Ken. Traitor."
You're always a rat.
Rat Ken goes, and the subtitles say, "This is my home turf. You have, I have all the advantage." And then he pulls. Okay, you're a cowboy, but your skill is lasso, right? So I'm assuming you have
That's
like
right.
a lasso as your weapon.
Oh yeah.
Rat Ken pulls out a smaller rat. And you're having an official standoff. Now,
Well, you know what they always say. I'm the dark horse of this fight.
Horse Ken neighs. And the sound of no, the sound effects and the subtitles say, "Yeah." Now, this is a standoff. Before we get to that part, do the other Kens want to do anything, or would you like to let Cowboy Ken kind of handle this?
I kind of want to let Cowboy Ken handle this.
Pumpkin has like their hand on their spray cans, but they're gonna watch this go down 1st.
Yeah. Okay, so you're ready just in case.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
I don't know if this will like count as like me like applying lip gloss or whatever. That gives me a point of bear, or sorry, not bear. Fantastic, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Bo.
I'm just gonna do it for flavor. As I prepare for whatever's happening, I like post up beside Cowboy Can. I pull out a switchblade. It's a comb, and then I just comb my hair. I'm like, you got this. I step back.
Actually, just for that, I will add. I know it's a flavor text, but I will definitely like weigh a point for you using it. So if you roll like one too high, I'll just count that as a regular success, and you don't need to add a pip because that was too good. That was very good.
I brought the switchblade comb just in case.
That was so fucking. That was so good. That was like a switchblade on stream, and then it was a comb.
It's not a weapon, Twitch. It's a hair product.
If I may, I think in this moment, as Rat Ken and Cowboy Ken stare each other down, we flash back to 100 different high noons, 100 different sunset showdowns, 100 different times that Cowboy Ken and Rat Ken have faced off because they've never seen eye to eye. And Cowboy Ken has a lifetime of chasing Rat Ken out of their barn for eating the horse's grain. This is familiar territory, and they're ready. And when the time is right, I'm gonna lasso that little rat right out of Rat Ken's hands.
Please roll your lasso skill.
Aye, aye, Captain. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
And that's a 1, baby.
Let's go. Let's go. Rat Ken with another smaller rat at the ready. This little rat squeaks for the record, and a tiny and smaller font subtitles pop up, and it says "Help me," and then Rat Ken chucks the smaller rat at you like a projectile, okay, like a knife, and you expertly lasso that smaller rat to safety. Yes, to safety. And you don't hurt this rat at all, because you're lassoing it, right? So in theory it would choke a little or something. It does not. This rat feels no pain. It was so quick, and the little rat looks up to you with sparkles in their eyes as you are now their savior.
Here you go, little buddy. I put it underneath my cowboy hat.
This is now Cowboy Rat. And the rat will stay there and not mess up with your hair or anything like that. They're just kind of there, chilling. And Rat Ken is like staring at you, staring at his hand, and when you think that's all, oh wait, my bad, and then goes, and the subtitles say, "You think that's all I have? I have more rats. I have swarms of rats. I'm prepared, but you won't be." And then he takes out 2 more rats and like throws them on the ground, and smoke screen appears and he disappears. And the other 2 rats, they bounce comically and then run away. They scurry off to safety because they were bounced.
Damn you, Rat Ken! You live to fight another day. See you tomorrow at high noon.
tomorrow.
Do you progress forward?
Well done, Cowboy Ken. I knew you had it.
Do what I can for the little rats of the world. Also, Dusty, I think you're muted.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, no, you're not.
Now you're not.
No, I maybe just wasn't saying anything.
That's so fair.
Just in
I
awe.
maybe was just reading it wrong. It happens. I'm gonna go back into the hive mind now. Let's ride on now.
For everyone else, you were just staring at each other with this longing in all of your eyes as you're communicating, and then you continue onward. Do you actually bring the little rat with you?
Yeah, no, it's staying in my cowboy hat.
The
I
rat.
cannot tell you how
Absolutely.
much. This is like we're in a Ratatouille situation now. I will be using this for evil later.
Of course. Flashbacks are still a thing, and this rat will now count as when you would like to use flashbacks, if you want to involve it in there. But now you have a rat. I will lovingly call him Cowboy Rat, but you may name him as well as you leave the sewers.
Okay, I need some time to think.
Of course.
I'm assuming that because the sewer isn't super big, that if I yell loud enough and the echo resonates, maybe Rat Ken can still hear us. And I just want to do one final little Rat Ken, if you're out there, I know why you're so angry. The conditions of these sewers, they're terrible. But I promise you, if elected, I'll change that.
All right. You don't
I
know.
will make sewers great again.
You don't know if Rat Ken heard it, but you
Okay.
feel like
It's out there. It's out there in the ether.
in the ether, right? There are other rats that live in these sewers. There's also again Sewer Ken, who is not here but gave you permission to roam the sewers. So there is that. You know, maybe like through the great sewer pipes, he has heard.
Yeah, not getting a confirmation of that. I'm going to, as we travel through the sewers, every rat that I see, I'm going to hand them a brochure. Vote for vote Mayor Ken, vote Mayor Ken, vote Mayor Ken. I'm going to pass them out to all the little rats.
Brochures.
Mm-hmm.
You have rat-sized brochures?
Yeah, I just
They're
put
business
it on top of
cards.
them.
They're
Yeah, business cards, sure. Put them in their little mouth.
Yeah, and they, you know what? Couple of them definitely take it. Some of them, you know, like when you move to touch them, they're rats, so they'll scurry away. But there are braver rats, of course. And they will take the little card, and yeah, maybe you'll turn the tide of some polls. This election.
I got
year.
the rat vote.
Yeah, maybe you do. You go through the sewers. Nothing else bothers you besides the smell, and you go up the next ladder through the other manhole. It takes Karate Ken once again some time to wiggle his way through, but you get him through, and it takes the horse Ken even more time because this is a horse. Thank you. And
I'll never not do it. I'll do it every time.
I love it. And you're up and out, you get fresh air and it feels really nice. It is hot and cold, but like in the best way. Like hot where it's like y'all can continue to wear vests, but not too hot where the mayor can still wear like a full 3-piece suit blazer thing going on. It's one of those type of vibes, but the breeze is very, very nice and welcoming, and kind of just eventually blows the odor that you have gotten away from you. So you guys do not smell like poo poo and pee pee. You smell like Ken's. You continue down your path. It becomes more rural as you go, as you are out of city limits now officially. You will take turns, though, swapping between Horse Ken and Karate Ken, simply because Karate Ken is full of endurance, but you just like how you don't want to like overwork a horse, you don't want to overwork Karate Ken. It's just mean. And so you're all traveling together on a road. This whole time you've been like on a like a like a road for a car. This whole time you've been walking just on it, and you're getting to slightly more forested areas. It's more like open plain right now, just because of how things are kind of situated. But you're headed towards the forested areas, and that means you're headed towards the beautiful cottage where vacation can. And really, it's the vacation hub of this setting. So you know that's where it has to be, the beautiful cottage. I would like my Kens to roll plastic, to once again activate senses that you might not have. Sure, you have a hive mind, but not, you are all Kens, individuals. You're unpredictable and predictable at the same time. That's a 2 for Cowboy Ken.
That's a 1, baby.
1 for Mayor Ken.
I got a 4.
Ooh, does that move it up for you?
It does.
Punk Ken, you're tired. That's it. It's a normal thing to feel. Even for a Ken. You're just a little tired, so you're not paying attention. The rest of you Kens, though, something in your gut is telling you that you're being followed or watched. You know that there are more rogue Kens out there. But so far, they've been coming at you one by one by one. And then suddenly, you see, kind of appearing, it's still off in the distance, like you are walking in that direction though. Appearing is a group of 4 Kens. So they kind of walk into frame, standing, ready, waiting, perhaps in JoJo-like stances. You get closer and closer, and you see Hacker Ken, Mandalorian Ken, Ballerina Ken, and Dog Ken.
Oh, Ken. You're supposed to be Barbie's best friend.
Woof woof.
Dog Ken
Where'd
goes
they come
Bork, and the subtitles say, I still am her best friend.
Then what do you think you're doing here?
Karate Ken will pipe up and go, I don't remember these Kens being a part of the rogue squad.
They're growing.
And then
What?
Ballerina Ken. Oh, sorry, Punk Ken. Did you want to say something?
I was gonna say, like, are you here to help us?
Mandalorian Ken speaks up and goes, no. You're here to help us.
Huh?
What? Do what exactly?
Yeah, no, we can help. What do you need help with?
We're going.
We're kind of in the middle of something, though.
You're going to get back Barbie's car and the crystal heart necklace.
Yeehaw, partner.
Yeah, we were already doing that. I don't know if you got the memo. Like, we were like the Ken group already doing that thing. Are you guys trying to do that too?
Ballerina Ken goes, well, we were doing it first. That's why we're ahead
Oh
of
no,
you.
we're ahead of you.
No, we're ahead of you. We're physically ahead of you. You have to come this way.
We seem to have met in the same place.
Because we decided to wait for you. To let
So
you
you
go
knew we
first.
were doing it.
Yeah, because we were doing it first, but you didn't know that we were doing it.
I don't know, man. Sounds sus.
Wait, so,
In a sewer of all
so-
places.
so we're good then, yeah? Right? Bork?
Dog Ken goes bork bork, and the subtitles say, well, that depends, because I see that you have a rogue Ken with you, a Karate Ken. Have you changed sides?
Yes, sir, indeed.
Yeah.
Wait,
We haven't changed sides.
Well,
Karate Ken
it's
changed
Karate Ken
sides.
changed sides.
Karate
Yeah,
Ken
yeah,
changed sides. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
it
we
can
were
get very
talking
confusing.
like,
Earlier, we had
yeah.
like re-rogue Ken who rogued and then re-rogued back. So like,
and then with the
Trust
therapy
nobody.
with broken.
And then
While you Kens were all out here doing who knows what, we were facing off against the Rogue Kens. We met Bro Ken, we met Rat Ken, and we met Karate Ken.
Karate
yeah, if you were doing this before us, how come you didn't
Help your
do
fellow
anything with
Kens.
them? Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Ballerina Ken will speak and be like, because we woke up earlier than the rest of you Kens. We knew exactly what time you would wake up, 10 a.m. So we woke up at 9 a.m. to go and do this, like right now.
How did you know where to go so fast?
This is where one second. This is where Dog Ken speaks up and barks and goes, because my special skill is finding things with my nose. So I sniffed them out and I knew exactly where to go.
Well, Dog Ken,
Checks out.
why don't you go fetch yourself some morals?
Yeah, but Ken, I think their morals are fine. They're trying to do the same thing as us.
I'm a little confused.
Although the waking up early thing does seem kind of evil.
It feels a little bit evil to wake up before 10 a.m.
10
I'm
a.m.'s
trying
like
to say.
standard.
Standard.
Hacker
Anything
Wake up
earlier
to
than
call
10
for
is
Ken.
just absurd.
you see,
Crazy.
You see Hacker. Oh my god. You see
Single
it.
digit
Oh,
times?
fuck. I'm coughing. You see Hacker Ken like pull out this like tablet they have and they like open it and they've been like poking about it this whole time, you know. You could see like on their glasses the light glares and it's just like constant scrolling, typing, tapping, buttons, mashing, pixelated emojis doing this. You know, it's just a bunch of things are happening all at once. And then Hacker Ken looks at the rest of you and goes, "Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You think that our morals are whack?" Says right here that you fought Rat Ken through the sewer cameras that I found. Did you know that Rat Ken is part animal? Is this animal cruelty coming from you, Cowboy Ken? And you, Mayor Ken, you're a politician. Politicians are corrupt. How come you're traveling with the rest of them? And you, Punk Ken, you're anti-establishment. So why are you traveling with the establishment? He points again to to Mayor Ken. Isn't this a bit weird? And Karate Ken, I haven't seen you karate once. Horse Ken
He's
is
been
fine.
karateing the whole day.
Karate Ken.
Why-
Karate Ken looks defeated and realizes that he's just been carrying y'all. He hasn't actually been.
Why are you acting like this? What are you, cops?
Yeah.
The most cop-like ones are for you. And now everybody's pointing fingers.
Mayor Ken is the one that's actually doing stuff for the people.
Yeah. Look, I'm down here in the
Yeah.
sewers.
They've been in the sewers with me.
Name me one other politician that gets down here in the sewers with the people.
At least
And I
one.
saved this rat from the clutches of Rat Ken, who's not a rat of the rodents, but who's not a rat of the rodents, but a tyrant rogue Rat Ken. And I lift up my hat and allow the little rat to speak into the microphone.
The little rat squeaks, and the subtitles say, "They're absolutely correct." And he squeaks some more, and the subtitles say, "Rat Ken has been terrorizing us for years." And Dog Ken
My
is the one who
eternal
barks.
fight against Rat Ken.
Dog Ken is the one that gives you like he you can tell the Kens are like thinking, and by thinking they're a little confused. And then Dog Ken goes bork, and the subtitles say, "I understand," but that still doesn't explain all the rest of these things. You are all very suspicious to us, and we don't know if we can trust you to go the rest of the way. So we're either here to stop you, or you're gonna join us, and we're gonna do this together. These are
American's
several
gonna step
barks.
forward and just be like, "This is what they want. Us Kens fighting each other, fighting amongst each other, disagreeing. Look, we're all here for the same thing: to return Barbie's things." And I kind of turn back to the crew. We should join them, or they should join us, or we should just join each other and just be one thing. Doesn't have to be one thing or the other. No particular leadership. I'm cool with that. But listen, the more Kens, the better.
Yeah, we're doing this for Barbie. Barbie.
Yeah, this isn't about Kens. This is about Barbie.
You know what
Barbie.
Barbie always tells us to do? And now looking at the other Kens, let's go party together.
Come on, kids. Let's go party.
Yeah.
You all. This is a bit out of the ordinary for for Honey Heist. So just all of you roll fantastic. It'll be a group roll type of thing where it's like just who the more of you that succeed, the better your chances are. One, that's
Get a win.
success.
I got a 5 out of 5.
That's good. No, I think it's if you meet it and under. That is good.
Oh, 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Oh, whew.
I got a 5 out.
I said 5 twice and I freaked out.
5 out of 4, you said?
Yeah.
All right, so you gotta
No.
boop it up. You don't really join in, I guess, too much on this, or you do, and it's a little extra. Like you just start, I don't know, graffitiing the side of the road, which now has to be cleaned up, maybe.
I go to the nearest wall and again in the neon paint. Let's go party.
But with 2 out of 3 successes, you convince them. You see them all think, and then they all like nod to each other, and then they nod to you. And Mandalorian Ken goes, "All right, we'll go with you." Mandalorian Ken also has this floating like metal ball that like travels with them, and occasionally you hear a "Padoo," and like and that's it. There's
Hey, what's in the
Oh.
Hey, what's in the thing, Mandalorian Ken?
Mandalorian Ken looks at you, looks at it, looks back at you, puts one hand on their blaster and goes, "A child."
Not your child?
A child?
It's a foundling.
you
It's my
just-
foundling.
Okay, just making sure. Hey, we can't have Kens taking babies out here.
Nah, that's not me. Actually, you know how Kens have special skills?
Mhm.
My skill is father. It's the father skill. I would never steal babies.
That's beautiful.
I just raise them across the galaxy.
Anyways, and I kind of point down the hall. This is the way? As I look at Mandalorian Ken.
This is the way. And he just walks, and he just walks in a direction that is the correct direction. And I'm assuming
This
now
is the way.
like all like there's like I think 10 Kens now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of you Kens walk together. Are you gonna how are you walking? Like are you like grouped up or are you in a line? Or, like what's your marching
I'm
order?
trotting.
Trotting.
Who
be
seems to
clear.
be the leader of their sector of Kens?
Oh, it is very clearly Dog Ken.
Dog Ken? Okay, I'll like if Dog Ken's leading, I'll like be beside Dog Ken.
Dog Ken is leading because Dog Ken knows the way, but if you would like Dog Ken lore, you can roll either plastic or fantastic. And the reason why I give you both is because as a dog exists in every like both stat skills. It is very Ken to be like to like pet a dog, but it's also very not Ken to pet a dog because everyone can pet dogs. So that's 2.
I'll do plastic. Just one of it. Ooh, yikes. A 6.
Okay. So you don't know anything about Dog Ken besides this is a pretty cool dog. The rest of you, though, know that
Hold on.
Dog Ken, like most of the animal like based Kens, have another brain cell. This brain cell is usually in a full like their own like fully formed existence for something else. And Dog Ken, to your knowledge, their fourth brain cell is to be a good boy. And therefore, good boys can surpass quite a few things. I'm not saying that you're with like a demigod dog Ken or anything like that, because the demigod Ken is not here. He's kind of doing demigod business. But this dog Ken is very, very smart and a very, very good boy. And that just perpetually exists on its own. Good boy. Continue you down this path you set before you. All of you walking like the Justice League, but like way better.
Wait, it's the Snyder Cut one, right?
Yeah.
Ken's. It's the Snyder Cut.
No, it's the
The
Aki
Barbie
cut.
cut.
Because I give y'all like I let y'all pick your lighting, your wind, your theme song. Aki cut. Let me see. You're getting closer to your destination. However, in this wooded area, things are getting harder to see simply because of all the foliage and whatnot. And so, what you see next surprises you. Not because you didn't see it, but because you didn't expect it. There is electronic doors. Like a fence, like a metal fence, just propped up suddenly all around a particular area. It's like curved in such a way so you can assume that maybe it's like blocking you from this area, but you could go around it. But if you were to go around it, it's just walled off because it's fence. But it is like metal, and it is clearly electronic because like there's like in some way because there's like lights and whatnot on it. It's just kind of weird and a little bit like if the vibes feel a little alien-y because this is in the middle of the forest and now there's like metal suddenly. But I will definitely say it is not alien Ken. The alien Kens are like their stuff. It looks way cooler than this. This is clearly a modern Ken design and not a futuristic Ken design.
Ah, fence. Guess we gotta turn back again. Ken's.
Another fence.
Oh darn! This always
Fence
does
is just
be
a
happening.
wall with holes in it.
Horse Ken.
Like electronic or something.
Well, Hacker Ken speaks up and goes, "Now I can get us. I can't open the doors because the doors also have a key card, and I don't have a key card. But I can turn off a lot of security measures. You just gotta find your way over. Can y'all find your way over?"
Cowboy Ken looks at Horse Ken, and the two of them nod in tandem together.
Horse Ken neighs.
Now, how do y'all feel about a little bit of flying?
What?
Sure.
Well, when you ride on the back of Horse Ken, it's like you fly.
Heard, oh,
I
heard,
said
I heard
flying.
flying.
I heard
I
piling.
said
Okay.
flying.
Okay.
Flying, riding, I'm down for all of it.
I heard piling, like pile up, and I was like ants.
But that, I suppose, also could work.
Yeah.
But Cowboy Ken gets up on Horse Ken and pats the back of their beloved steed for Mayor Ken and Punk Ken, turning to the other Kens and going, "Now, we can only do so many jumps at so many times. This might take a second to get us all over. Or we could go on ahead and rescue the treasures ourselves. What do you all Kens think?"
Dog Ken will bark, and the subtitles say, "I'll go with you. The rest of these Kens can stay here, and secure our exit. I'll make sure to get them a key card because I'm faster than the rest of you. We just gotta
Good
find
thinking, dog Ken.
his tail wags.
You're a good boy.
His tail wags some
I know
more.
Barbie would think so too.
You're such a good boy.
His tail wags, and his like tongue is out, and he's happy. So
It's time to jump the fence.
yeah, so you're gonna jump the fence.
Jump.
Now, unless you have a way to actually jump the fence as your Kens, like your genre of Kens, you're gonna have to roll plastic because this is just jumping a fence.
I dropped my whole dice.
This cowboy can get 2d6s because the horse.
Technically, my
Ability, I
skill is
guess.
lasso.
I guess
but
so.
can
Yeah,
I-
true. Never mind.
Is my skill also loving horses?
Okay. So loving horses is a direct part of you being a Ken. So I would say you can roll fantastic instead, because that is you
Ooh.
using your Ken likeness to like get over this obstacle. Whereas the rest of you, unless you have something that you could do, you're gonna have to jump the fence like regular people.
I was thinking we were all riding on the back of horse Ken.
Oh, are you all
Yeah.
riding? Okay, then I will need you to still roll plastic as you're holding on to the horse, because this is a horse jumping
Oh.
over a fence. Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
If we get to 6, that's bad, right?
Are
I'm
you
at 5.
You're at 5?
And how do we lower it again? That's
um,
flashback?
flashback, I believe, lowers would lower plastic, and then loving Barbie lowers plastic. Flashback lowers fantastic. There you go. Sorry.
Gotcha. Then I'll go ahead and love Barbie. Can this actually like technically like be a flashback as I think about
Yeah, of course.
something that
absolutely. Yeah,
Barbie and I
it's,
did?
You're loving Barbie in the flavor text of a flashback. You think about
Okay.
it, because this is pretty out of your depth here, you know. So I can totally see you thinking about something to kind of comfort you in these times. So what do you
Yeah.
think about?
So as like we like get on the horse and get prepared to make this leap, I think about an earlier time, ages ago, when I was at President Barbie's ranch watching her do the jumps on the horses, and I'm just like, well, before I even get there, I'm just like, oh, how do I look? How do I look? And then I go on over, I'm watching, and then I talk to her, and it's like, Barbie, you're so amazing. You're so cool. You're so beautiful and smart and everything. But you sure do jump good. And yeah, I just like remember how she did those jumps, and how she held on with her strong legs, or and the reins, or whatever the case. I don't know. I don't ride horses. But yeah, I'm gonna channel what I observed, and with a tear in my eye, be like, for Barbie.
For Barbie,
For Barbie.
what y'all get? Well, you two, because I know Cowboy Ken can do it. You hold on, Punk Ken. You hold on.
Down to
I'm
4.
holding on to Barbie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. You're all able to hold on as this horse Ken jumps the fence under the guidance and help of Cowboy Ken. You clear it perfectly and land also perfectly, with Dog Ken kind of jumping and landing on his own, because he is a dog and he is superior in terms of athletic skill. All the while, Hacker Ken is doing what Hacker Ken does: hacking, getting through, and making sure that the security cameras are turned off. and other security measures. Which, by the way, there are lots more security measures. You're like looking it up and around. You're like, this is a lot for a vacation spot. Maybe it's newly put here. Maybe it's not. Y'all don't really have the time to think about it. You only have a goal in mind: get Barbie stuff back. And there you see this beautiful cottage. It is somewhere in between modern and like vintage kind of style, where I guess you could see like the old frameworks are still there with some modern blend to make it like, I guess more accessible. Like that's where all like, the Wi-Fi and shit like that is, for example. And you can clearly see like through the really big windows, like those wall windows, you can clearly see the soft glow of something. You also note that the crystal heart pendant is something that does glow, and there you see it, a soft glow. However, getting into the house into the cottage is another thing. I don't think any of you have actually been. Maybe Mayor Ken is the only one who has actually been to this little vacation area here. So the layouts are definitely a little unorthodox. Dog Ken is sniffing around, and then he barks and goes, I think I know where the key cards are. I'm gonna go get it, make sure the other Gens can get inside, and secure our exit. He barks a little bit again and he goes, I'm gonna leave the rest to you three. Then he looks at the horse Ken and Karate Ken. I'm so sorry to you 5. Then he looks at the rat and goes, I'm sorry, 5.5. Do good work, Kens.
Good boy, Dog Ken.
His tail wags.
You're a good boy.
His tail wags more.
You're a good boy.
Can I give him a treat?
Yes, you can. You don't even need to roll. You have it. And
Sit.
Oh, he sits.
Good boy. Give him a treat.
He takes the treat and he darts off very fast. Now,
What a Ken.
A true Ken, actually. How would y'all like to approach entering this cottage? The shared brain cells are all quiet. You could also just walk in. Nothing's stopping you from that option because, in theory, your brains just left.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking if there's a... Should we stealth it?
No,
No, that's not very
my
Ken of
boots
us.
tend to clip clop around, kind of loudly.
I think we should enter how Ken should enter every room. With flair! I'll run in. I'll run on in.
Mm-hmm. Do you all run on in? You charge.
Yeah.
You charge for this door. The door is obviously locked, but that doesn't matter. Kens don't believe in locks sometimes. And you just barge in. Okay, you have a literal horse. It'll kick the door down. Barge in, and there you see on the table, it's car keys, and not the necklace like you thought, but the car keys are there.
A clue. What do we do with it?
Wait. Rero Ken said there was traps. Wow, that's the smartest thing I've ever said. Be careful,
maybe-
Kens.
Maybe like as Spy Ken does it, there's like here, and then I want to take out like one of the primer paints and then spray it in the air to see if there's anything like, I don't know, a secret laser grenade.
Oh, like the laser. Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
lasers. There
Yeah.
are lasers. Just
Good thinking, Punk Ken.
thin lasers, okay? light that you can now see because it is illuminated against something. Lasers. Not like you guys are in for sure, so it's just lasers in this one area. Truth be told, it's like it's like there is a glass case that is on top of the keys that you haven't noticed before until you sprayed it, and the lasers are all inside this glass case, thus making it ridiculous.
I know what to do. I'm gonna lasso that glass case right off the top of those keys.
Yeah.
You're a genius, Cowboy Ken.
Do what I can.
You, that lasso, and that horse of yours.
Lasso
Yeehaw.
away. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
Oh, what if I could keep hold of my damn dice? That's a 3. I'm good.
You're good. You lasso. The glass case floop off. And so with it the lasers. And there it is, the keys.
Could this be a trap within a trap?
I don't even know
You
if any
think-
of us Kens know how to think that deep.
Yeah, I was gonna say if there's still a Ken, I don't know.
Well, in that case, let's just grab those keys.
You approach, you grab the keys, and you hear, haha, it was a trap within a trap. And then, like a cage
No!
falls and covers y'all, and now you're trapped with the thing. And from the side, from the second floor, coming down these like spiral like stairs, you see in pink dad shorts, and is that my bestie in chat? Hi, sorry. Hi. Sorry, I just see her there. You see, like, coming down this spiral staircase with like pink dad shorts, a button up like flamingo, pink white flamingo top like this, coming down with like a weird fedora hat, and on his neck rests the crystal heart pendant, because I've been wearing my crystal heart pendant the whole fucking time.
Oh, hey.
It
You
lightly
were Ken
glows.
the whole time.
Yeah, that's right. I was vacation Ken, and comes up holding like a glass or a mug or something, and he goes, "I've got you, finally, within my own trap within a trap."
Vacation Ken, what's happened to you?
I am no longer vacation Ken.
So that outfit slays, but how dare you trap us?
Slay. I had to stop you. You were going to take what should be ours, and I am not vacation Ken. In fact, I'm not even rogue Ken.
Huh?
I don't want to be a Ken. I'm above Kens. I am
Well, see,
Keith.
that's exactly what a rogue Ken is, not a Ken.
No, I am Keith.
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 Ugh.
Eek.
You will call me Keith now.
Bleh. Yeah, I puke. Gross name.
Keith. No.
Now listen,
No,
buddy.
no.
Ken is gender expansive. You could be any kind of Ken you want to be. But Keith is a prison of bad and foul name language. You don't want to be Keith?
Oh, I want
Is
to
that
be.
really what you
Terrible
want?
vibes.
Bad vibes.
I need you to know that the vibes are kind of rancid. They're pretty
Yeah.
bad. And then he looks at you and he like snarls and he goes, "You don't know anything. You don't know what it's like to only vacation. Why is that the only thing I can do? Take a break? What am I taking a break from? Why am I vacation Ken? I mean, yes, I still want a vacation and do no work all the time, but I want to do it without being called vacation Ken. I don't want to be a Ken. Because all you Kens suck. And I definitely don't want to talk to a Barbie, let alone Vacation Barbie. Vacation Barbie's ideas suck.
Now, I'm not one
Okay.
for untoward violence, but I kind of want to kill this guy.
You know, you, you you're onto something, cowboy.
We're like rattling the bars. Let me at him.
Can I? Are the bars? Okay,
It
so this is a.
it's a cage with no bottom. That's why it could fall on top, and no top.
Uh-huh.
So it's just there. In theory,
gonna say,
Karate Ken is
this-
actually taller than the cage. Like his head pokes out, but he's so into this right now. He's also like at the bars, like shaking it. You know.
I was gonna say, is this like one of those cages as well, where like it's a Barbie cage? So clearly, if we just like maybe went sideways, we could just walk through the bars, right?
Yes. Yes, and in theory, you would have to roll plastic to do that because that's not a part of your
It's-
Ken's subset, you know? But yeah, you could. This is I need you to know that everything that you have walked into and stuff like that has all been like made out of plastic essentially. Like it's because it's all Barbie stuff, like a toy.
I think what happens first is that Punk Ken, like one of their cans fell out of the cage, so they like reach out with their whole arm and like their head goes out of the cage, goes back to pick up the cans, about to throw, and it's like, wait. So I would like to roll plastic to get out of the cage and tackle Ken. Keith.
Keith.
I
Yeah.
No, I don't like Keith.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry for anyone named
Gross.
Keith. I apologize.
No, I chose Keith on purpose. That is like the grossest name for me.
Who hurt you, named Keith?
I'm just like, oh, Keith.
It's
pretty aggressive.
I got 4 out of 4. So
Yeah, you can do it.
yeah, I think Punk Ken looks at the other two, is like, I have an idea. And they're going to just squeeze through the bars and then run tackle Vacation Ken.
As soon as you
try to get to
squeeze through the bars, Vacation Ken screams and then tries to run up. And his Crocs were no, they were not in adventure mode. So he just slips up going upwards and slides down, and you're able to tackle him. But as you do, he yells, "Rat Ken, get them!" And then Rat Ken jumps from the shadows.
As Pumpkin squeezes through the bars, I look a bit shocked, and I look at myself, and I'm just like, and I have a bit of a moment where Mayor kind of just like, no, I'm not thin enough. I'm not skinny enough to fit through that, and I have a bit of
Your
body
tits-
dysmorphia.
Your tits are too big.
Yeah. There's no way I can fit through that. I'm not thin enough.
Punk Ken tackling, it's like, you are enough. You can do it. And just like sees Brad Ken.
Not
When you
today,
yell
Rat Ken.
when you yell that I'm enough, I like just like close my eyes and I just like step through sideways, getting through, no problem. I just look at myself and like, maybe I looked fine all along.
You can all like just step through. You don't need to roll anymore. Now that one of the Kens has rolled through, you kind of just know that this is a possibility. The only one who probably couldn't would be Horse Ken. But Horse Ken can just jump over. And Karate Ken, who can also just jump over. And they do. Rat Ken, however, jumps down and is ready to face y'all. And
Not even a showdown this time.
Mhm.
Cowboy Ken looks at Horse Ken and goes, "Use the hoofs." And I'd like to stomp him to death.
you roll fantastic because you're talking to Horse Ken. You know, you're like trying to convince Horse Ken.
4 out of 5.
Horse Ken gets bucking. and just charges. And then Rat Ken, who was like all like, you know, like ready, just goes, and the subtitles say, "Oh fuck," and and Horse Ken goes to town. For the purposes of these Kens and no Kens being harmed in this production, they just get their asses whooped real bad. Okay, like just whooped. And so does Vacation Ken if you wish to do so. Vacation Ken is still wearing the crystal heart pendant, and the whole time he's like, no, just making a bunch of no's, and out of the corner of your eye, from the shadows, there is another Ken who walks in. And it is Pink City Ken. And Pink City Ken goes, "Hi guys."
Whoa, you look just like me.
Yeah, right. It's kind of dope. But
You're so stylish and cool.
Thanks, but you also have like a brother, right?
Yeah. Yeah, looks like my brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you just look like your brother.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. Hi guys. I'm not a part of the Road Kens. I just kind of like thought I should follow y'all cause this is kind of like fun. But also I'm kind of here to announce the giveaway. So I'm just gonna do that real quick, and then I'll leave, and you can go back to what you're doing real quick.
Ever just stops fighting and watches.
Literally, yeah. Horse Ken stops like beating. In fact, Rat Ken gets up. It's just like, can I get some water real quick? Like speaking full proper English. just you know, doing the thing, and we're gonna do our giveaway super quick. We're gonna roll it now, and Baba Yaga Creative. Oh my God, Barbie Yaga. You won.
Let's go.
Hell
Yay.
yeah. Congrats.
Congrats.
My
you
Pink
get-
City beanie is my most prized possession. Congratulations.
Yes, Pink City beanie. I will poke y'all hopefully soon, and we can sort out how to get things
Woo.
to you. All right.
Congrats.
And Pink City Barbie says all of that, and then goes, "All right, I'm gonna go back now. It was great. You're all invited to the after party. I'm sorry, you just
You're so cool, dude.
Yeah, bye. Have fun. And he just walks backwards into the shadows and disappears. Pink City, Ken has a lot of potential.
Thank you.
And yeah, as if like 5 seconds like of y'all like taking a brief like reset, you're immediately back into it. Horse Barbie is whooping ass. Keith is going like, you know, like back with the same like level of momentum. What would y'all like to do as you are thoroughly winning?
I think Punk Ken would like to just take the necklace off of Keith, and just be like, "Look, Keith, this doesn't belong to you. You should go see therapy, Ken. This is wild. Need to take this back to Barbie."
Cowboy Ken, I think, will ask for the keys from Mayor Ken, the car keys.
Yeah.
Catch him with the lasso, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Brings him back, and then starts like clicking the button to try to hear like the lock alarm
Yeah, the
sound. To
beep,
be
beep.
like, "Where's the car?" To get ready
Yep,
for.
you hear
the
it go
getaway.
off. Yep, you hear it like the beeping, you know, with car keys.
And then they press the summon car button so that it drives over to us, so we can have a quick getaway vehicle.
Absolutely, you hear it go through like walls or something, and then it pulls up. It pulls up outside, so that way you don't have to like burst through a window and therefore hurt yourselves, or anything like that. But it pulls up outside, pristine, perfect pink, and with enough seats for everybody. It just always has enough seats for everybody.
I don't get it,
Good
Keith.
car.
Ugh. Why did you take the pendant? If you don't care about Kens or Barbies, why'd you take the pendant? Why'd you take the car? Those are Barbie's things. You don't care about friendship.
I took the car.
You just care about vacations.
I took the car because the car was cool. I'm sorry. That's such a dumb
Pretty cool car.
reason. And I took the pendant because I know that there is only 2 of these pendants ever, and the other one was given to Barbie's friend. If Barbie had this one, that means it's the only Barbie with this only pendant. I wanted it.
Now hold on. Keith, are you just saying that you wanted a friendship bracelet? Because we were gonna do that after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you just want friends, dude?
This is not the way to go about it.
No, I want. I don't know if I. Shut up. You have the discerning through your shared brain cell. You're pretty sure he wants friends. You're pretty sure he's lonely.
Listen here, Keith. If reelected, I will make sure that all Kens are friends. And that includes you, Keith. Whether you want to be called Ken or Keith, you could be our friend. Yes, sweet Ken appears below me.
Horse Ken goes, yeah, we could be friends if you weren't such a dick.
I will put friendship in the Constitution for you,
Dog Ken.
Keith.
Dog Ken barks to get y'all's attention as the way out has been secured and cleared. What would you like to do?
Cowboy Ken hops in the driver's seat with Horse Ken in the passenger seat, as is the way you do.
Yep.
They give one last look over at Keith before tipping their cowboy hat and getting ready to drive all of us into the sunset.
Do the rest of you
Hop
get
on
it?
in.
Keith,
Oh, yeah.
Keith will not hop in. He needs to lie on the floor and think about what he's done for a bit. And Rat Ken needs to lie on the floor and feel pain for a bit. Rat Ken is just an actual fucking rat. Like he's not even Master Splinter cool. He's just a rat.
7-foot frame.
Rats along as rats. Do you pick up the other Kens that have been securing your exit as well? They all
Yeah.
hop
Oh, yeah,
in.
there's enough seats.
Karate
Get
Ken
in the
and
trunk. This is a really cool
Taking a
car.
sip
I see
of
why you stole
water.
this.
So the car, for the record, looks like a nice sports car type of thing, but it always has enough seats for everyone. So like as you kind of just pile in, it gets a little bit wider, but like in a Lightning McQueen kind of way, where it's just a really wide car, but you are all seated very comfortably and together. And yeah, well, is there anything else you'd like to do before you drive off into the sunset with all of Barbie's things to return to her?
Cowboy Ken looks at Mayor Ken and goes, you'll always have my vote. And they turn to Punk Ken and they go, and you'll always have my support in tearing down the establishment.
Pumpkin just it's like, hell yeah.
I am going to turn to Pumpkin and just be like, that graffiti of yours blows my mind every time. If you want, if I get reelected, City Hall, there's a whole canvas for you if you want to spruce it up.
Oh, absolutely. Could we use one of the wings for Barbie's band, Pink Anarchy?
Hell yeah. And I'll turn to Cowboy Ken and be like, Cowboy Ken, you've always had my back. You drive me or ride. What's the horse term for driving?
No,
I don't
keep
know.
going with what you're trying to say.
Sure. Everywhere that I need to go, and you've never let me down. So I wanted to give you a little something as a token of my friendship and my appreciation.
Like a
That
little
lasso of
kiss or-
yours.
What?
Oh well.
Never mind. No, I mean,
Well,
I mean,
so, sorry. What? Huh?
anyway.
Hey. Well, that lasso of yours. It's mighty fine, but I wanted to give you my special favorite tie to use as a lasso. See this here tie? Got peppers on it, which makes me cool and relatable and tests well with the demographic of age 20 to 34. And
I was always wondering what that was about.
yeah, it's just like he's the cool mayor, you know, he's a little spicy, and yeah, the kids love it. So it's hard for me to part with this, but I think this belongs to you now. You have a spicy lasso now.
Thank you, Cowboy Ken. I'm Cowboy Ken. Thank you, Mayor Ken.
Hey, thank you, Cowboy Ken. And thank you, Mayor Ken. I looked at myself.
And why don't you have this? They take off their bright pink cowboy hat. They put it on your head.
Oh, I'm like Mayor Cowboy Ken. So cool.
Yeehaw,
You're so cool.
partner.
And you're so cool, Punk Ken. and you're
and
so
I love
cool,
your
Karate
vest,
Ken.
Punk Ken.
I ripped my sleeves off, and I have a vest now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your vest, Mayor Ken.
Thanks. I like all of your
love
vests.
vest, Mayor Ken.
Karate Ken, I guess your gi kind of looks like a vest. All right, you're cool too.
Yeah, no, everybody, even Mandalorian Ken takes off some armor so that way everybody's wearing vests.
Everyone just rips
Yep.
off their sleeves.
Everybody rips off the sleeves. And you all ride off into the sunset, vests, arms bare, and ready to party with Barbie. And that is where we're gonna end this one shot. Oh my god! Thank y'all for
so
staying
funny.
with us. This was very funny. This is very fun and funny, I should say. And it was just an all around great time. Why don't y'all go around and promote yourself a little bit? Let's do Mayor Ken, because Mayor Ken has to give their election speech.
Citizens, hey, I'm Chris Tung. Most people know me as one of the co-founders of PinkCity.ca, which you have heard a little bit about in this game and in the chat. We are an anime gaming streetwear brand from Toronto, Canada. We do events and stuff as well. We just did a Linkin Park tribute party, charity thing last night, which is a lot of fun. But we do a lot of after parties if you're in Toronto, Fan Expo, and we sponsor some parties in the States. So if you're around, just keep an eye out. And shout out to the winner of the giveaway. We got a beanie coming your way. But if you didn't win, we're always doing giveaways on our page as well. So if you want to follow us, feel free to do so. But I am also the producer, editor, and current GM of the Super Genities podcast, which is a comedy tabletop RPG podcast. Right now, we're airing a show every Mondays on Twitch, which is Blank Space Blues, which is our neo-noir Lancer show, which is inspired by Cowboy Bebop and Gundam, and it's a whole lot of fun. I believe it's the highest production Lancer show right now with like effects, animation, all that stuff. It's a good time. Probably the coolest thing I'm doing right now. So if you want to tune in, things are really ramping up. We're at episode 17 starting next week. So it's been great to be here. Great to be Ken. Thank you, Aki, Ken Supreme, for having us. And yes, we can. Mayor Ken signing off. Vote for me.
Which Ken wants to go next?
All right, everyone. Hi, it's me, C. I use they, them pronouns, and tonight I had the absolute pleasure of playing Cowboy Ken. Such a guy. Such a fun time. You can find me making very trans, very gay art on the internet at C Plays RPG. I'm in a couple of things coming up right now, but you can always find me on Saturdays at Transplanter RPG. If you're in this channel, you probably know what that is, but I'll give you the spiel just in case. Transplanter is an all transgender person of color led 100% homebrew, technically, multi-system actual play series, which is set in a non-colonial, anti-Orientalist multiverse. We are in our second main campaign right now. I would be your producer. I'm also an NPC over there. Every Saturday at 8 p.m. US Eastern Time, you can catch us playing right now through the Wild Sea. We drop podcast episodes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You should just come check us out. We have a good fun time over on Transplanter, playing the Chaos Protocol. And what else? So sweaty. And we are up for an Emmy for Best Podcast. Voting ends tonight. So if you haven't already, please go into the Emmys voting and vote for Transplanter for #1 podcast, because it would mean a lot to win that prestigious award. And with that, I'll pass it over to Dusty.
Hello, yes, I've been Dusty. Use the he pronouns. You could find me, I'm all over the place, but I'm one of the co-producers and cast of Goblets and Gays, along with Aki, Pathfinder 2e actual play podcast. We're in our final season of Blood of Kings, like a 3-year campaign going. It's buck wild. You should check that out. I'm also the GM and co-producer of An Unwavering Force, a Star Wars story using Pathfinder 2e as well. Queer-led, all-bi podcast, again, along with Aki, who's just the most gremlin. They're playing a trash man. That's not derogatory. They are playing a trash man. It's great. I love it. I'm also a bunch of other stuff. You just follow me at Dusty Hill. You can also follow me at itch.io/Dusty Hill. I make games. I have silly games. I'm making one that should be out within the next month. If you like John Wick and card games, you should just keep an eye on my stuff. That's it for now. I'm throwing back to Aki, who you should already know.
Yes, you should know. Special thanks to Glyza for making all of the layouts that you've seen from games 1, 2, and 3. Game 4's layout will be all by Joe. Everything's by Joe for the 4th and final game, which will be premiering here at 6 p.m. EST. So please join us for a Bluebeard's Bride one-shot called Nightmare House with another amazing cast. I promise you will enjoy it. Otherwise, thank y'all for coming and participating. You have been amazing Kens in the Ken audience. And yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, Ken. Bye, Barbie.
Bye.
Bye.